She was just 10 minutes away from the trail, a distance so small you could almost whisper across it, but she was never found alive. The Appalachian Trail is a place of ancient stories, a long, winding path that traces the spine of the eastern mountains of America. It is a world of breathtaking beauty, sunlight through a cathedral of green leaves, damp earth and pine in the air. Hikers come to find themselves, to challenge their bodies, to feel the profound peace of a world untouched by the rush of modern life. Walkers speak of its magic, quiet streams over smooth stones, high ridges with endless, rolling views. Nature is in complete control. Weather can turn in an instant, dense forest can swallow sound and sight. Trees that shelter can create labyrinths of shadow, making it easy to become disoriented. The trail is a ribbon of safety, a known way through unknown wilderness. Step off it for a moment and you enter a different world, one of ancient rules and real dangers. It demands respect. It reminds us how small we are before its vast, silent power. Geraldine Largay was not a reckless adventurer. She was a thoughtful and experienced hiker, a 66-year-old woman with a gentle smile and a spirit full of life. She was a retired nurse from Tennessee, a wife, a mother, a grandmother who had found a deep passion for long-distance hiking. Her friends on the trail had given her a nickname that suited her perfectly, Inchworm. It was a term of endearment, a nod to her steady and methodical pace. She was not the fastest hiker, but she was persistent, moving forward with a quiet determination that earned the respect of everyone she met. She embodied the spirit of the trail. It's not about how fast you go, but that you keep going. She was someone who planned carefully and took safety seriously. The day was July 22nd, 2013. The air in the mountains of western Maine was warm. The trail was alive with the familiar sounds of the forest. Geraldine and her hiking companion had set out that morning, continuing their northbound journey on the familiar white-blazed path. It was a day like any other on the trail, walking, resting, taking in the beauty of the surroundings. At one point, Geraldine needed to step away from the main trail for a few moments to find a private spot for a bathroom break. She told her hiking partner that she was ducking into the woods and would catch up with her shortly. Confident and capable, she stepped off the marked path and walked into the dense undergrowth. The forest in this part of Maine is particularly thick, trees, ferns, brush that can quickly obscure one's sense of direction. She likely only intended to go 100 feet or so, just far enough to be out of sight. It was a simple, brief, necessary detour, a moment that should have lasted no more than a few minutes. But in that short time, something went wrong. Perhaps she became disoriented in the thick woods, or maybe she took a wrong turn trying to get back to the path. The Appalachian Trail is clearly marked with white blazes on trees, but once you are a short distance away from it, the forest becomes a uniform sea of green-brown. Every tree can start to look the same. Every direction can feel wrong. In those few critical minutes, Geraldine lost the trail. Her friend waited, then called out for her. The only reply was the sound of the wind in the trees. Once the alarm was raised, search teams mobilized on roads and trails. One of the largest search and rescue operations in Maine was underway. The effort was immense, a testament to the hiking community's bonds and the dedication of professional rescuers. Hundreds converged on the remote Appalachian Trail. Game wardens, state police, trained search and rescue teams. Volunteers arrived from across the region, handing over time and pointing out terrain knowledge. A massive, coordinated mission took shape at a command post. Equipment spread out on tables, canine units were deployed, helicopters with thermal cameras scanned above, searchers formed long lines on the ground. They checked every stream, every gully, every ridge. Soft pause. The most heartbreaking part of the massive search effort is a fact that would not be known for more than 2 years. The search teams had come incredibly close to finding her. Searchers had passed within 100 yards of the location where Geraldine had set up her small, desperate camp. They were so near, a distance a person could easily shout across on a clear day. But in the thick woods, with the rustling leaves and the uneven ground absorbing all sound, she was invisible and unheard. It is a detail that speaks to the immense difficulty of searching in such a wilderness. 100 yards in that forest is not like 100 yards in an open field. It can be a world away, a distance obscured by 1,000 trees and 1,000,000 leaves. The search dogs, perhaps confused by swirling winds or old scents, did not pick up her trail. The helicopters, flying high above, could not penetrate the thick canopy to see a small tent below. It was not a failure of effort or dedication. It was a testament to the overwhelming power of the wilderness to hide a person in plain sight. In October of 2015, more than 2 years after she disappeared, a forestry surveyor working on a logging project stumbled upon something unexpected. In a remote, secluded area, about a half-mile from the Appalachian Trail, he found a small, collapsed tent. The campsite was remarkably neat, almost orderly. Inside the tent, there was a sleeping bag. Within it were skeletal remains. Nearby, an assortment of personal items lay undisturbed. A backpack, a cell phone, a small, weathered journal. It was Geraldine Largay. The discovery finally brought an answer to the question of what had happened to her. But it also opened a window into a story of incredible resilience and quiet dignity. Her belongings were arranged with care. She had used dental floss to create a makeshift clothesline. She had attempted to use her cell phone to send text messages for help. The texts never went through due to the lack of service. Next to her belongings, searchers found the small notebook that served as her diary. In its pages, written in a steady hand, was the story of her final days. For 26 days, Geraldine Largay documented her experience, her hopes, her fears. The entries are short, poignant, filled with a quiet strength that is almost unbelievable. They provide a window into the heart and mind of a woman facing the ultimate isolation, a powerful testament to human resilience. The diary begins on the day she got lost, and it continues until her food and her water ran out. She wrote, "Lost. In woods, north of trail. A few days later, think I might be found tomorrow." She documented her attempts to be found, noting she tried to make a flag from her silver emergency blanket. She wrote messages to her loved ones, expressing her love for her husband and her daughter. One entry reads, "When you find my body, please call my husband George and my daughter Carrie. It will be the greatest kindness for them to know that I am dead and where you found me, no matter how many years from now." The story of Geraldine Largay sent a shockwave through the long-distance hiking community and the world of search and rescue. It was a stark and painful reminder that even the most experienced and prepared individuals are vulnerable. Her death prompted a period of deep reflection and led to important changes in how people approach both hiking and searching. For hikers, her story became a cautionary tale that reinforced the most fundamental rules of trail safety. The importance of staying on the marked path, even for a moment, was driven home with heartbreaking clarity. The value of carrying a personal locator beacon or a satellite messenger, devices that can send a distress signal from areas without cell service, became a major topic of discussion. Her story encourages hikers to be more prepared, to communicate their plans more clearly, and to never underestimate the wilderness. In the end, Geraldine Largay's story is a profound and gentle tragedy. It is the story of a woman who was lost in plain sight, a soul who waited for a rescue that passed her by just a stone's throw away. She did not die from a fall. She did not die from an animal attack. She died from exposure. She died from starvation. She died alone. She was following the rules of survival. She stayed put. She tried to signal. She maintained her camp with a quiet dignity. She was a model of how to behave when lost. But the wilderness, in its indifferent majesty, simply did not let her be seen. It reminds us that for all our technology and all our knowledge, we are still small beings in a very large world. The trail is a place of joy and a place of freedom, but it is also a place that demands our full attention and our deepest respect. They shared her diary with the world, not for attention, but so that others could learn from her experience. She was just 10 minutes away from the trail, but in those woods, 10 minutes can be a lifetime.